told you this week about the variety of flood control projects under construction here in Colorado Springs area, but what is the city doing to keep existing drainage channels clear and to protect residents who live along those channels? We're tracking this story new at 10 tonight. KRDO News Channel 13's Scott Harrison is live on the west side of Colorado Springs. Scott.
Well, Jonathan, as we know, flooding from the Waldo Canyon burn scar threatens people who live along two open drainage ditches on the west side. One of those being right here in Camp Creek that goes along 30th Street, and then another one to the north, Douglas Creek, which goes through Mountain Shadows and along Centennial Boulevard. Now, the city has spent nearly $9 million to clean out these creeks and repair damage like what you see here. And because of this, neighbors feel safer.
Mountain Shadows couldn't be more pleased.
Marcina Springer gets emotional when she thinks about the improvements in Douglas Creek, right behind her home.
We can't say enough. We'd had all we could stand with the fires, and to be flooded would just have been one thing too many.
The city spent $5 million in emergency funding to clean and repair the creek, even pouring new concrete in some sections after a heavy runoff in the past.
It indeed took 2 whole slabs out of the bottom of our canal back here.
Flowing debris remains a concern for neighbors to the south along Camp Creek.
But with the cement coming down and rocks, that's another issue. All the cement is coming up off the ditch.
But for now, Camp Creek is about as clean as you'll ever see it. The city is spending more than $3 million here.
We're taking out bad sections of concrete, replacing channels. Camp Creek itself, we're working on a total redesign. We've redone the hydrology.
The improvements have given neighbors the confidence to take their sandbags down.
We had the side of our house full of sandbags, probably over 100. And once we had that big flood, then back in September, we just got rid of it all. Nothing really happened. Nothing really affected us here.
Back along Douglas Creek, Marcina Springer still has her sandbags in place, but she has a good reason for that.
Well, I need help. I can't haul all those sandbags by myself. No, the sandbags have to come down.
And earlier this week, we told you about 4 new flood control projects announced by the city. Now, 2 of those are going to build retention basins on each of those 2 creeks we've been telling you about. And there's 2 purposes for that. One is that it will slow the flow of water down through these creeks, and also it will keep out debris that could cause even more damage in them. We're live on the west side of Colorado Springs tonight. Scott Harrison, KRDO News Channel 13.
The city says part of its long-range flood control plan may include buying property to get residents out of the floodplain.